We didn't get the GTA 6 trailer this month yet, and this caused some interesting situations that popped up recently. We're gonna talk about this and a few more things, so let's get straight into it. Tony Gowland, a former Rockstar developer, has come out and said that he wants GTA 6 to be smaller. In an interview with PC Games N, he mentioned, "In terms of what I'm hoping for, I personally would like it to bring in a little bit in terms of size of the world. I think a smaller, but more densely packed location would maybe bring back some of that memorable navigation that I loved from the original." Now, this idea is fascinating to say the least. Maybe the rumors about GTA 6 having multiple cities added as DLCs could become true. The game could start with just the Vice City map, fully detailed with a lot of enterable interiors, and then, after a few months or a year, the studio could release additional cities, expanding the game's story and world. Making smaller but more detailed cities could actually be a logistical win for Rockstar. We know that game development has become more complicated and resource-intensive, so a smaller map might mean a shorter development cycle and maybe, just maybe, a quicker release date. Personally, I'm all about getting my hands on GTA 6 sooner rather than later. What's also important is the multiplayer aspect. GTA Online has been a massive success, and a lot of that comes from the freedom the huge map provides. Could this work in a smaller setting? On the plus side, it might create more player interaction and dynamic scenarios. It could also allow for quicker match setups, intense PvP scenarios, and a whole new level of strategy that we haven't seen before. And I'm also thinking how this would affect the modding community. With a smaller map, modders might have an easier time creating new content. But will it limit the scope of what they can do? Probably not, and I can't wait to see their work. I've always loved the crazy map extensions and add-ons that come from the modding scene. Now let's talk about something that's caught the eyes of both gamers and investors. Take-Two Interactive's falling stock prices. And guess what's the big culprit here? The absence of a GTA 6 trailer that many were expecting to drop this month. If you've been following along, you know that there was major speculation about a GTA 6 trailer dropping in October. I mean, the internet was abuzz with leaks, insider info, and all sorts of hype that had everyone on the edge of their seats. And guys, this wasn't just among the fans. Investors were watching closely too. Take-Two's stock has begun to decline, and the lack of a GTA 6 trailer is being pegged as a significant reason. Investors are itching for something new, something big, to inject life into the stock. Let's be real, GTA is a franchise that doesn't just break records, it shatters them. So when rumors swell about a potential trailer and then nothing happens, you bet that's going to leave a dent in investor confidence. But let's not forget about how this impacts the broader gaming landscape. When a giant like Take-Two takes a hit, it sends ripples across the industry. Investors start questioning the viability of long development cycles, and this could inadvertently put pressure on other studios to rush their projects. It might even stir up conversations around whether the traditional AAA game release cycle is outdated in the era of constant updates and live services. Also, there's the question of whether this dip is a temporary blip or a sign of bigger issues. I've seen companies bounce back from far worse, and let's not kid ourselves. A single GTA 6 trailer could turn the tides overnight, but the longer the silence, the more concerning it gets. I mean, how long can we subsist on GTA Online updates? Going further, according to Legacy Killa HD, who's a pretty credible YouTuber when it comes to Rockstar Games news, the developers over at Rockstar are divided on whether or not to reveal GTA 6 this year. Why? Well, it looks like dropping a reveal in a release window will only crank up the pressure, and there's still a ton of work left to do on the game. It all started with GTA Forums admin Spidervice, who said, "People seem to be missing the fact that it's possible that even devs are wanting it to be announced, but they don't control marketing and PR decisions. The game could be just fine development-wise. Devs don't dictate when PR and marketing decide to announce things. Besides, the footage in the leaks is not a game in development hell whatsoever. If that was the case, we'd probably be seeing large gaps without progress in those clips. Not the case." Legacy Killa HD replied to his post, saying, "Some developers may want an announcement, but I know some don't. As far as I understand, there is still a lot of work to do, and an announcement with an inevitable release window just adds pressure." One of the users asked him, is he implying that the game still has a long way to go before entering beta, and he replied, "Can't speak to that, just know that some devs don't see this game releasing next year." Now let's unpack this. On one hand, a reveal this year would be a godsend for all of us dying to get even a glimpse of GTA 6. But on the other hand, if what Legacy Killa HD is saying is true, a reveal might set some unrealistic expectations. games. I mean, we all remember the Cyberpunk 2077 fiasco, right? That game was hyped to the moon, and then when it came out, it was riddled with bugs and issues. So let's be real, none of us wants a repeat of that with GTA 6. Game development is no walk in the park. It's long hours, tons of pressure, and then add the expectations of millions of fans worldwide. That's a recipe for Stress City. And you've got to wonder, with the pandemic and remote work situations, how that's been affecting the dev timeline. We know that GTA games rake in the big bucks. The longer Rockstar waits to reveal GTA 6, the longer they'll have to rely on GTA Online and Red Dead Online to keep the cash flowing. If they do reveal the game, but then have to delay it because it's not ready, that could hurt investor confidence. It's really a tightrope they're walking on. Also, think about this. Rockstar is known for its meticulous attention to detail. These guys want to get it right, and rushing to hit a release window might compromise the quality that we've come to expect from them. Legacy's post went kind of viral, and people started to say he's not reliable and has never reported anything verifiable that wasn't already reported by someone else before him. But he also replied to these allegations. Just an FYI, the first time I heard GTA 6 was going to have a female protagonist and was taking place in the modern Vice City was in 2019. The Project America's leak, I posted about it in 2020. And then in 2021, other reporters further confirmed it. Kinda upsetting how people lie about me. And yeah, I've had big gaming scoops. Besides in-depth videos I've done on both Fallout 76 and Cyberpunk 2077 with insider accounts from devs that worked on the games, I was the first to report on Anthem's canceled reboot. Except Jason Schreier only got credit for it. Well, it's sad to see people arguing about such stuff. I feel like many people who aren't fans of GTA games are looking at us thinking why we, the Grand Theft Auto community, are struggling to cope without a GTA 6 release date. I mean, GTA 5 came out in 2013, guys. That's like a whole high school career. And then some ago. We've got gamers who were too young to play GTA 5 back then who are now adults, wondering when they're gonna get their hands on GTA 6. The community has been waiting so long, we've turned into meme lords, filling up Reddit threads and Twitter feeds with jokes and speculations just to pass the time. Now, on to the false leaks and rumors. Man, these things are like a double-edged sword. On one hand, they keep the community engaged and give us something to talk about, but on the other hand, they build up unrealistic expectations. Remember that rumor about GTA 6 being set in Tokyo, or the Vice City 2.0 theory? Those were awesome to fantasize about, but let's be real. The constant roller coaster of emotions is getting exhausting. Also, let's talk about Rockstar themselves. Personally, I've got mixed feelings about how they've been handling this whole thing. On one end, they're masters at keeping secrets, which is kinda cool because it adds to the mystery. But on the flip side, it's been so much time, and a tiny piece of information would do wonders for the GTA community. I get that they don't want to announce anything prematurely, but come on, even a cryptic tweet would give us something concrete to hold on to. And the community itself is changing. GTA Online still has a solid player base, but let's face it, it's not as fresh as it used to be. New games are coming out with mechanics that make us go, whoa, I wish GTA had this. And the fact that some of these are indie games makes it even more frustrating. And as much as I love replaying the classics, the dated graphics and mechanics make it feel like going back to your old high school, nostalgic, but not the same. At this point, people believe that GTA 6 will never come out. Everyone was hyped up thinking Rockstar might drop some GTA 6 news this October, especially with their history of spicing things up in Rocktober. But all we got was a GTA Online Halloween trailer, which was a bummer for those waiting for a GTA 6 teaser. Now the reactions were all over the place. Some guys cracked jokes, pretending the Halloween trailer was the GTA 6 news they were waiting for. It just shows how desperate and hopeful the community is for any sliver of GTA 6 news. Every time Rockstar sneezes, it seems like the GTA world is hoping it's a hint towards the next game release. It has been over 400 days since Rockstar Games last hinted at sharing news about their new game soon. The Halloween content can be fun for GTA Online players, but those who want the next entry in the GTA series won't necessarily be interested in it. But well, all we can do right now is just keep waiting for any news about GTA 6.